Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about Road to Kingdom, as I have a lot of thoughts surrounding the show. I have been meaning to do this video for a long time, but I wanted to wait until more episodes are out, and knowing me, this might be out after the next episode is out. ONEUS. I wanted to create a discussion surrounding this show without fan wars or hate, unless it's tortured, in which case go wild peeps, I'm joining ONEUS. So I would love to hear your thoughts below, but please be respectful to everyone, both fans and the groups. I will not tolerate any hate towards groups whether they are still in the show or not. Now, let's get started. I'm going to start with my own rankings for each round. For a warning, while I try my best to be as unbiased as possible for each performance, I am an universe and a together, and from this show I might stand VERIVERY. So if they are higher than what you think, just call it bias. ONEUS. Now, here are my rankings for the 90-second challenge. If you watched my second opinion video, you would know that I thought Golden Child was robbed. And rightfully so. Exhibit A. That clip is all I need to prove it standing, I said it. But for the most part, I did agree with what the boys voted for. Put a pin on that shit. Here are my first round rankings. I actually agree with the boys fully. And while I personally loved Mency, they really were risky and changed a lot, and it didn't work out for them. Same with ONEUS, but with the opposite. They played it really safe, the cover and the concept being very similar to the original. Now, here's where things get interesting. Here are my second round rankings. Remember that this was the round they started the quote fan votes unquote. Put another pin on the board, y'all. This is not overall yet, this is the second column of the overall points, by the way. I'm going off individual rounds. Now here are my collab stage ranking. This one was really tough, and honestly, all of them could have been first. While I do agree, this is not so much an exception with the previous pins, because I feel like this changes every time I think about it. This is also the second time an emotional performance was low. And as of this recording, we just had the rest of the second part of the third round, so here are my rankings. Which? Oh boy, I have some thoughts. You telling me PENTAGON was fifth? This was second to last. No. I refuse to believe that. This is not the weakest performance this time. I get personal taste. But no. Let's unpin those two pins from earlier. I think the boys' votes should be weighed more. They are in the industry. They know what makes a good performance. Why is it only 30%? Not to mention, these fan votes are clearly only going for faves, which I get. But the fact they are not even trying to be unbiased is ruining lesser known groups or ones who are a threat to their fave. Hence why PENTAGON, for covering Follow, which is a hard song, and making it their own, got fifth. The fans aren't blind. They know they are a threat and put them lower. And I know these fan votes aren't free from non-meddling. We have no way to see these votes. I am not saying they didn't meddle, and I am sure they are an honest company. I'm leaving that for you to think about. I just think it's shady. Now to the rest of the problems. Knit, your show was about how these are lesser known groups and that they are supposed to get a restart from this? Well, how can they when more than half of the cast get no screen time? ONEUS and VERIVERY get very little compared to On and Off, PENTAGON and the boys, and it's obvious. And why eliminate at all? If you want to help them, all of these groups should stay to the end so that they can get more fans. Once they are gone, they cannot get more fans. I can't. Not to mention all the groups, especially the manny groups, don't lie, I can see it, are worried about scores when they should worry about doing their best. It sickens me. Golden Child should have been in the finals. Yeah, my rankings may not show it, but I legit thought they would make it to the finals. And they should have. I was so shocked when they were the first out. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. And now too. To be fair, I had guessed before they wouldn't be in the final, but a part of me hoped they would have a monster rookie at it. But They already have. I know they picked up so many fans from their performances and they did so well. But I also know they have picked up haters because they stayed longer than people thought. Ahem ahem. But I am okay with this. They did so well and I am proud of them. They really showed they have power and they have announced a comeback is coming soon right after this, so I hope others check them out and support them. And now, on to the fans. I love how the most vocal people that said we should support all of them and let's keep it wholesome are out there ripping apart the more many groups, especially two for staying longer than their faves. And even accusing two of being in its pocket. I might put this opinion on an opinion video, but I hate that shit. It benefits from every group. They have the biggest music show program that at least every group goes to but Hasim's group. If you want to put that on too, then put that to all your faves. There is a reason new comebacks and debuts first start at Nkmtan and not the other shows when the release is closer to them. I am just saying. There are actual fan wars going on and I knew it would happen. We can all talk about how we want to be nice and wholesome, but then boom. A hate comment. All these groups deserve to stay. There hasn't been a single weak performance. On this show. A group has to be last. And it's not its fault they are being eliminated and all that. Not the boys. So stop spewing hate, especially as we know it can kill. I may have my least faves, but I would never call them weak performances. They are all strong performances. I now have new respect for these groups and I even started standing too because of Road to Kingdom, and I probably will stand VERIVERY because of it too. That's all that should matter. Is the groups getting new fans and possibly getting more recognition that they all deserve. I want to leave off with who I think is going to win. I really feel they will let two groups go, but it really depends on how many groups have accepted and are going to go on Kingdom. But they put so much focus on that rule that I really feel that is going to be the case. Now, while I may be biased and want PENTAGON to go through, I think that if they do make it, it'll be through the second group way. They won't win overall, but they will be the top for that round. As for who I think will win overall, I think it'll be the boys. They have been at the top for all this competition and I feel have the most to gain for continuing. But the second contender is definitely on and off. But to be fair, those three have had the most screen time and focus, so I knew those three would be the ones with a serious shot. I think the boys will win overall, with PENTAGON being the second group if it happens. But we don't know what the voting will be like for this final round, so either on and off or PENTAGON can win overall still. I will scream if PENTAGON makes it through, that is the only thing I know now. I'm going to call it today on this. This went a bit more randy than I would have liked, but my points still stand. Focus on your faves. Support every single group like you said you would, especially the ones that got eliminated. Support all of their future comebacks. Be happy that all of these groups, including your faves, are getting new fans. And mostly, stop looking mainly through your bias glasses. Realize that all of these performances are first place worthy. And I better not hear shit when the live performances happen. All of the songs sound promising and I just know once again, that all of them deserve to make it to Kingdom. I am going to go now, so I hope I see y'all on the next video. Bye, peeps.